Okay, excellent. Okay, we are live. Great. Good to see everyone. How's it going, Din? And we have Matt Milia here, Athmark, Pratap. Nice to see you guys here. So, I want to take this time to really talk to you guys, learn more about you, see if you have any questions, go through the different affiliate material that we do have, and basically just walk you through all the potential content you can make for About BHuman. We can discuss the commission structure if you'd like more, and payment structures. But yeah, so feel free, if anyone has any questions, feel free just to shoot them in the chat. In the meantime, I'll walk through the email we sent out, which contains a lot of the affiliate resources that we want to provide you with, and make your life making content about BHuman that is eye-catching and entertaining and engaging. So let's dive into it. I'm going to open up the affiliate package here, and I will share my screen. Okay. All right. Excellent. Cool. So in terms of how the whole BHuman affiliate program works, just starting from the very foundation of it, the way that you can start to sign up and get involved is by joining our Tap Affiliate link. So if you go to the BHuman website, if you got this email, you've already done this, right? Scroll down, go to affiliates, and you can sign up there. And then once you're in, you'll see that we have this document. And you get two things. You get a link that you can already use to send out. So for example, app.bhuman.ai / and then your affiliate name. You can send that out. Of course, traffic will be affiliated to you that way. But you can also use any of this content. We have so much here, a lot of really interesting content that I'm excited to go through with you rather. And all you have to do to attribute that content to yourself is simply add this little piece of text at the end of these links, / reference equals, and then your affiliate tag. So if anyone has any questions on that, feel free to shoot me an email and I can help you, but fairly straightforward. Now let's get into the interesting part. So let's actually go through some of these pieces of content. So we split it up into a couple sections. We have video content for you. We have written content for you. We have all of our social media here. We have ad creatives that we've made that you can use and take inspiration from, sample pages and other miscellaneous things. Now, the one thing I want to show you first is, I really love this document. Where it says need inspiration, click this and you'll get affiliate content ideas. Okay, just want to see if there's any other questions here. Oh, cool, new questions. So, hey, how's it going? Okay. All right, so let me just make sure. Okay, cool. So I'll walk through this document with you, then I'll get to some of the questions that I just saw. So in terms of, our goal is, right, to make your life really easy when it comes to creating content. So we put together, at this point, 16 ideas here for like really, really organic, fun content that people will want to watch. And this is a living document, so we'll constantly updating it. We'll constantly be updating it. We have a content team. Their only job really is to make content for our users and for you. So if there's anything you need, any specific content you'd like, you can always ask us for it. We're more than happy to make it for you, or to help you with it. But here are some ideas, right? So first idea is like making a video where you send BHuman videos out to 100 subscribers, and the title is like, I tricked my subscribers into thinking my AI clone is really me. And I'm just going to run through these. We have politicians using our platform, so you can talk about how politicians are using deepfakes to get votes. Very interesting title. How companies are not using deepfakes to make money, right? Of course, all of our customers are using BHuman videos to generate more revenue. Having a conversation with my AI clone. This involves persona, so I will walk through persona with you guys as well after this. But basically, persona allows you to clone yourself in a conversation. And then what you can do is, send that conversation out to other people. But for an interesting video, you can also have a conversation with yourself. Make that an interesting spin. Persona, of course, the whole thing is to clone conversations. So you could say, I let my AI clone take my meetings for a week. Here's how it went. You can say like how I played video games while my AI clone takes my meetings, things like that, right? Another really interesting one is inviting people on dates with my AI clone. So making in a BHuman video where you're like, hey name, what are you doing this weekend, right? And hey name becomes, hey Jennifer, hey Mary, hey whatever. Setting that out. Again, these are just sort of creative ideas to get you thinking, right? Um, the other thing that's really interesting that we can do is we can generate conversations between two people. So I want to show you this example. All right. So this is on our YouTube channel. This is done with actually an old version of our tech. We've made so much progress since then, so the quality would be much better if we generated this for you today. But here we did like Snoop Dogg interviews Obama. So like everything here is generated with AI. So all the actual speech, all the face cloning, all the voice cloning, the actual content of what they're saying, and you can have like a fun back and forth conversation. So I'll play this through for a second. All right. So we can generate these kinds of fun conversations between two celebrities or even with yourself. So even between yourself and your celebrity. So these are more very fun, very organic, entertaining ideas. And the ideas are not really to always, push Be Human in every single video as it's an obvious sponsor. We don't really want to do that because we have your long-term interests in mind in terms of engaging your audience in a way that they're going to actually enjoy, right? So these are fun things that you can do, and at the end, mention that the tech was generated by Be Human and plug your affiliate links that way. We also have, our users, we have users from everywhere. We're approaching now 30,000 users. So we have users who are real estate agents, we have users who are OnlyFans creators. So if you want to go down that road and talk about that content, that's also fair game, right? Um, and then just more general things about BeHuman. This AI platform clones your face. We could also clone if you have loved ones in your family who have passed away and you have some speech and videos of them. We can have a video about you having a conversation with their AI clone. We can talk about 10 ways that AI is secretly being used to talk to you. So like if you're an average person, right? Like, have you seen any videos in the past, let's say 30 days that you thought were real? And so like how are we already living with AI in ways that we don't even realize? And this kind of ties back to what ways are BeHuman users using BeHuman. So, if you're looking to buy a new house, okay, is your real estate agent using BeHuman to talk to you, right? And these are things that we don't realize. So that's kind of an interesting angle to approach it. The other thing is using persona to have conversations, to go on dates with people, right? So if you don't want to go on a date, like let's say you're having, FaceTime somebody you're talking to, but you can have persona do the talking for you. We're actually making a video about that, like a funny, little video showing persona. Again, the idea is to keep it organic, right? So, oh, sorry to hear you couldn't hear any audio. Anyways, that was basically a fun little gag between Obama and Snoop Dogg. If you go to our YouTube page, you'll find it there. I'm just gonna read your other questions here. So Matt Melia says, so I own a virtual assistant company. My goal is to help folks shoot videos without having them to jump on camera only for configuration possible. Matt, 100%, that's what BHuman is all about. You record one video and then after that it can be personalized for, as many people as you want. So 100%, that's our foundational use case right there. So this document of ideas will always get updated, right? So you can always come back here and check it out. Again, this whole document's a living document. We have over 80 videos on our YouTube channel, so you can open this up here, and you're free to edit these as any way you'd like, right? So let's just say that you want some B-roll footage. You're talking about BHuman, you want some footage to play in the background. If you're making a YouTube video, for example, right? You could come in here, edit any of these videos, download them, cut them any way you'd like. We have so many here, right? Interviews. We have a really sleek promotional video here that demonstrates the technology. So you can see it clone someone's face. There's some really nice animations here. You can see this in a second right there, right? That's a really nice graphic you guys can use. I just want to make sure you can hear me, right? Okay. I do live streams. I try to do 3 live streams a week. So you can always check for content there. We've done quite a few of these. Yeah, usually that lives on LinkedIn. They're on YouTube as well. Then in terms of written content, we have over 100 how-to articles on our help center. So these are things, if you're more into the written content, right, then this is more for you. These are very basic things, like for example, like how to use BHuman, like how do variables work, what kind of integrations do we have, things like that. But if you scroll down to tutorials by use case, you have a more interesting way you can use this out of the box. These are all step-by-step ways to use BHuman for a use case. So for example, how do I use BHuman to automate billing check-ins, or to close prospects who are looking at a hotel booking, or to welcome guests who just booked a hotel offer with me, or to say no thank you to applicants who are applying for a job in a way that's obviously automated and scaled, or to do recruiting, right? So you can come into here and you can see we have over now, I think 41 walkthroughs for specific use cases that go through it step by step. So this is a really nice way to, leverage the written content that we have. Okay, you can hear me talk. So someone asked, I understand how to use this by uploading a CSV or Excel, but what about a one-off? For example, when someone enters their info on a contact form. Yeah, so that's where our Zapier integration comes into play. We have an API as well. But basically how it works is you go into BHuman, you record your template video where you say, hey name, thanks for filling out that form. Let me give you more information. You can make your script say anything you like. And then you connect it with Zapier so that every time someone fills out the form, whether it's through your CRM or through your website, whatever it is, it triggers BHuman to make that video, and then it can send it out, right, all through Zapier. We also have an API, so you can automate it that way as well. So actually those use cases where it's what we call trigger-based use cases, it's like when the user takes action, you generate a video, those work extremely well. Those are like always home runs. So I definitely recommend going for those use cases when you can. Let me just check more questions. Can we use an AI clone for 15-minute intros for websites and landing pages? So we don't do, and then he asked, or can we use text-to-speech format? So we don't do text-to-speech yet right now because our number one thing is quality. So we'd rather have a really, really high-quality, realistic video and have some guidelines and some guardrails rather than let you do anything, but the quality won't be great. So we're releasing probably in the next month a tool where you can write in text and get video back that actually looks completely real. So not like anything else in the market, something that looks like somebody just recorded it. But for now, you have to record the template video. And then from there, you can personalize it. And yeah, the video can be 15 minutes long. As long as it's under 120 megabytes, then it's no problem. So you might want to compress it first. Is there documentation on how to do trigger-based videos? Absolutely. Absolutely, yep. So if you go to, like I just said, our documentation, right, or our YouTube channel. Yeah, if you best thing to do, go to our YouTube channel, just type Zapier BHuman, and you'll find right here a tutorial that walks you through it, step by step, everything you need. All right, let me see if there's any more questions. Okay. Cool. So let me go back to the walking through the affiliate content. So like I said, tons of use cases there, step-by-step tutorials. We also have a blog as well. So if you need some inspiration for written content, we have dozens and dozens of articles here. 4 ways to increase gym memberships with BHuman, or communication trends for 2023, or how to prevent abandoned carts, right? Come in here for inspiration. Again, you're free to edit and alter and, copy and paste this text anywhere you'd like. These resources are all meant for you. Okay, and then in terms of social media content, we have an Instagram, we have a LinkedIn, and we have regular content that's being posted there. One thing that may be really interesting for you guys is we have a TikTok page as well, and we have quite a bit of content there. We kind of toned this down a little bit, but in the recent times because we've been focusing more on how-to content. But there's a lot of like very sort of viral content here that you can take advantage of, things more like Gen Z oriented. So feel free to check that out as well. These links are in the document. Finally, we have these ad creatives available. Just check if there are any questions. So for real estate, okay, so someone Pratap asks, how would it be helpful for real estate? Okay, great question, right? So let's go to the help document. Let's go to the help center and let's go to tutorials by use case. And then let's type in real estate. We can see here, boost your real estate business with BHuman. Okay, let's check it out. So here we talk about different ways that you can use it. So mostly it's about relationship management, right? So if someone's interested in a property, you can show them, you can give them a personalized tour of the property, right? So you can actually film yourself walking through a property. We actually have a lot of users doing this. And that can be completely automated. Like, hey, name, I just heard that you're interested in the apartment. Let me walk you through it. And that's all automated. Also, what's really big for real estate with us is the mortgage process. So automating the mortgage process and communication where it's like, hey, name, thanks so much for filling out the, form number 7 or whatever it is. At this point, we have to wait 5 days for a response from the bank and we'll get back to you. So all that can be automated. If you actually go, so in the affiliate document, we do have AI video samples. And if you open this up, we do have samples for real estate along with lots of other industries and companies. So let me open this up and I'll show you. The sound probably won't work and I apologize. I'm not sure why that is. It's just like a streaming thing as I'm doing the live stream. However, if you come into this document, you'll find all this here and you can play with it. So I could say like, okay, I'm making a video. I'm gonna go to Larry who's in Boston. He's looking for a condo, right? And then I can play this back and again, you won't hear it, but she's saying, hey Larry, I know you're in Boston and I have good news because a condo just came on the market that you're gonna love. When are you free for a walkthrough? Let's have a demo of the house, right? So again, creativity is a use case, but those are a couple ideas on how to use it with real estate. Matt Milius says, game changer. I believe the more real you make the video look, so be one of the more biggest disruptors ever. Thank you so much, Matt. Yep, we are, and we have so much innovation coming out, and especially for you guys, our affiliates, like we want to showcase that innovation as much as possible, even when it's not public yet. So we're giving you like early access to all this stuff. One of those things is what we sent you in the email. Let me see, yeah, upcoming tech demos. Okay, check this out. So this is another version of the technology where if we have, show you an example here. Okay, so you can see that we have one picture, we have one video, those are our inputs, and with a picture and a video, we can output a new video from that one picture of that person talking. So basically we're transferring all this person's gestures and speech, everything about their face onto a new person. So you can check this out. So we're taking a photo of Bill Gates in this video and we're making Bill Gates move and talk like this individual. So we put some samples in here for you so you can always incorporate this content, sort of like, here's what's coming next in AI, right? Here's what BHuman is working on next. So we're giving you this early access so that you guys have the most interesting content out there. Here's another example. Pretty amazing, right? And by the way, if you want to make these samples of your own face, right? Or you want to get creative with it, just let us know. We'll process these for you. Again, we want to give you early access before anybody else. So this probably we're looking at like maybe around 2 weeks out. that will have a version of it live on the platform. But nonetheless, right, like you can still talk about this and mention that it's coming up, and you can drive signups that way. Of course, all of this will be tracked, right? And then once it's out, we'll of course update all the users. So even though it's not out today, it's something that still would be worth talking about and promoting to drive traffic through your links. Yeah. So yeah, if anybody, I'm gonna put my email here. If anybody wants any examples of the technology, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to provide it for you. The other thing, I'm gonna show you another example of the tech. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna add this to the same folder for you guys. So this is a different model. This model, we call it face-to-face. Basically, we're taking one face and transferring it onto another face. We have a different model that is coming out on the platform. It's a big improvement to our current model, which is our face cloning model. So like when you have a video template where you're like, hey, name, how's it going? This is Don. How are things at company? I would love to chat with you, right? And then instead of saying, hey, name, you want to say, hey, Jennifer, how are things at Microsoft? Of course, to do that, we're cloning your voice and we're cloning your face as well to change the way your lips are moving and your whole facial structure is working when you say those things to make it look real. And so we've made some insane improvements to that technology, to the point where now it's basically indistinguishable from real recorded video. And so to demonstrate that, we put together a video, which I'm uploading right here. It'll be available in just a second. I can show you. Put together a video where we have someone talking and we have a real video. I'm not going to say which order it's in, but within the video, there is a real video. We have as well on top of that 2 generated videos. And so it's hard to guess which one is the real video. And I think I need to, let me share my screen and I'll show you this. Just a second here. Okay, let's get this. Okay, so you can see here, you have 3 videos, right? And one of these is real, 2 of these are fake. And I'll just let this play and you can see for yourself how difficult, if not impossible, it is to guess which one is real. Okay, so again, we're giving you guys access. This goes on and on for another minute, but we give you guys access to this because we want you to put this out so it's content that is really interesting and that you have before anybody else. Right? We want to equip you with content that your audience will actually find extremely interesting. Let me just see if there are any more questions here. Could you please share the Drive document? Yes, so we sent out an email to all affiliates, and that contains all of the documents here. So if you go, it's all actually in this, if you go to this affiliate package document, you find everything here. I'll just put this link in the chat just so you all have it as well. And let's see, do you have sector, industry, business type specific marketing resources? We certainly could. So are you asking, so Vaso asked if we have, like, are you talking about in terms of creating content, Vaso? Like, hey, I need an article about, how this could be used for real estate agents in France. Like, let me know exactly what you're referring to. But the short answer would be we can pretty much make content about whatever you'd like. As long as you put in the request, we'll do our best. And that rhymed. So can you use that product with an animated character? Yes. So Connor asked, can we use this product with a different person? Like not a human face, but like an art face. Yes. As long as there's a face, it'll work. And if you want anything, right, if you want some samples processed, just again, shoot me an email. We'll get them to you right away, anything you need. And this kind of goes back to like, if you look at our list of content ideas, really organic, fun, interesting content, use this model to narrate an entire video. Like, so don't even say anything. Just like have maybe another photo of yourself or a photo of somebody else or a photo of like some sort of, AI art even, and have that generate the video. And then maybe in the comments or at the end of the video, just mention how, oh, by the way, this avatar was generated with, and here's here's an affiliate link. So, we want you to get as creative with it as possible. Use it any way you'd like. For tourism, what should they use? So we have some hospitality use cases. So if I go here, I type in hospitality, upsell new hospitality bookings, close prospects, looking at hospitality bookings, welcome guests who just booked with your hospitality offer. You can find some use cases here, Vaso. By the way, good to see you again. And alternatively, if you go to our live samples page, which is here, and this is of course all linked in the document, we do have, we do have a hospitality demo here. So this is basically a promotion, right? So choose a name, Marco, and how do you like to travel? And essentially, you can go check this out, but the pitch is, and this is a demo, right? You can make it say anything, but in this demo, we say like, hey name, it's been 6 months since you last traveled with us, and I know that you love to travel in a glamorous style. Well, how about a trip to, let's say Rome, where you have this hotel and that hotel? Or if you're more of an adventurous style, okay, how about a trip to, Jordan or a trip to Brazil, right? So these are just examples to demonstrate use cases of the technology. Let's see if there are any other questions here. Cool, okay. So one other thing that's interesting is we have lots of ad creatives. So if any of you are running ads, need some inspiration, you can always check this out. We have a lot of really creative ideas here. Some of these we've actually tested and they've worked very, very, very well. Some of these we have not actually run and tested yet, but they're meant to give you ideas, right? So breaking new AI creates digital twin can do work for you, right? Stop cold calling. Use AI instead, right? Life's too short to work the old way. New AI automates repetitive tasks. Work less, live more. So if you need some ideas and you need some inspiration for any sort of ads or more, media-driven content, image-driven content, you can always come here and look through these. And once again, this is a living document. We do have celebrities on the platform as well, so that could be a really interesting approach, right? Where you can have, in this case, we have David Henry from How I Met Your Mother, Wizards of Waverly Place. He's in the platform, and you can find him and clone him and use him for your business. So that could be an interesting approach as well. What will be the product release date? So of course, our main product is live at BHuman.ai. You could go in today and, for free, start generating videos and share this around. And then the new model that I just showed you, where there's 3 different videos, and I didn't tell you which one was real, which one was fake. I would say probably in like 3 weeks to a month, we're gonna get that model into our main platform. The one where we do the face transfer, I'd say it's like 2 weeks away. Then we do have one other thing called Persona. Let me show you this. And I may have, for some of you, you may have already seen it, but let me give you a quick demo. This is going to be live, I would say probably beginning of next week. We'll have it, we have a plan for it on the platform. Actually, it's already live. Anyone can go and use this right now. It's just kind of hidden right now. But the way it works is you come in and you record a bunch of videos and you basically clone yourself in a conversation. So think of it like a chat bot, but with video. So I could share this around. Let me give you an example. Okay, so you won't hear the sound. I need to figure out why my live stream doesn't play sound. But I can have a conversation with, in this case, me, right? That was actually one of the ideas from this document. A lot of them incorporate persona, which is like having a conversation with my own AI clone. Okay, so let me ask you a question. And again, you won't hear it, but right now it's giving me an introduction. So it says, how's it going? In this conversation, you can ask me anything about Persona. I'll explain how it works. You can ask me about the technology, the pricing, anything you'd like. For now, we just have text responses, but in a couple of days, we're going to have the ability where you can just speak to it, just verbally. You don't have to type anything. But now it works very much like a video chatbot, so you can embed this on your site. And the whole idea behind Persona is, a lot of us get into meetings or, talk to people, and we're saying the same thing again and again and again. And so instead of, like let's say 80% of your time on meetings is spent answering the same like 30 questions that always come up, right? And whether you're in sales and customer support, whether you're selling technology or you're a wedding planner or a photographer, it's usually these same questions. So the idea is let's automate that part so that you can spend time with people who are already educated. They've already had a conversation with your AI clone. So I can ask it like, okay, Persona sounds cool. Like, how does pricing work, right? And now, as you can see, like as I ask this question and as I'm talking to it, it's completely fluid. Like it's blinking, it's looking at me, it's waiting. And now you can't hear it, but it's giving me a response about pricing. It's telling me, okay, Persona costs $9 a month, blah, blah, blah. So this is a really cool technology that is going to be live on the platform, and we're going to have paid plans for it, so you can really start promoting it. I would say mid next week, but of course you can start talking about it now. We can give you all access to it right now. In fact, let me give you all access to it so you can play with it. I would love to get your feedback. Let me give you the direct link. This is hidden, so you can only access it if you have this link. And make sure that you sign up for the platform before you enter this link. Let me put this in the chat. Okay, a couple new questions in here. In a situation where I want to create a YouTube video sharing a screen, not live, can I use an AI clone to make it look as if the clone is the one managing the screen? Just understanding this. So, okay, I think I see what you're saying. Yes, so we do have something called background mode in the platform where we can embed backgrounds behind you. Let me pull up. We have a YouTube video about that. I'll put it in the chat for you so you can check it out. I'm quite sure this takes care of your use case. Let me link it to you here. Okay. Lucas asks, if so, do you have an integration with any video editing apps? We don't. We don't have any video editing apps yet. That's an interesting thought, though. Right now, you'd have to, if you wanted to like edit the video, you'd have to generate it, then download it and then put it in one of your editing apps. And then in terms of using the API, so let me pull that up for you. So we have the API docs. You can just go to the Help Center and search API. Okay, so here's the documentation. You can get the keys from your settings. The nice thing about the API is, of course, it's basically there is no boundaries, right? It's like an open world. You can do anything you want with it, right? And build this into really complex user journeys. I think that's the main thing is like using the API for trigger-based use cases. So, okay, if I have a customer and they fill out a form because they're interested in my product, okay, boom, let me send them a video. Or someone is on my e-commerce like site, they abandoned their cart, let me use the BHuman API or even Zapier, generate the video, send it out to them. Or it's my customer's birthday today, right? Okay, I can write a script where every time it's someone's birthday, the API is triggered, we generate a video that says happy birthday, and then we send them a $25 Amazon gift card, right? Like really the sky's the limit in terms of how you leverage it. Is there a way to use an external USB camera? I use Logitech 4K. So yeah, Matt, definitely. So you'd have to do that in we recommend people use Chrome when you shoot BHuman videos. So you have to go into your Chrome settings and change the camera there. And then basically BHuman uses whatever camera is default to that browser. Okay, cool. Well, got through pretty much all of this document. So at this point, I'll open the floor. If there are any questions at all, do let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Okay, and if there are no other questions, we can wrap up here. Okay, Matt asks, would it be possible to send the video themselves without sending it as a link? It redirects to Vimeo currently. So yes, Matt. So we have the option for you to download. So when we generate your videos, we give you three columns as a result. We give you the Vimeo link. We give you the Vimeo thumbnail. So this is a direct image of the thumbnail itself. And in addition to that, we give you what we call a download link. This is a direct link to the file. So you can use that link. Let's say you want to embed it on your website, or you want to send it over iMessage, right? That would be the link you use, which is a direct link to the actual video itself, not to Vimeo.com. So let's see, got a question. Who should I reach out to with API questions? So yeah, you can reach out to me with that, Dawn at BHuman.ai. I would more than likely check back with our developers and then get back to you based on how specific the questions are. And Pratap asked, please share your email and social accounts. So my email is right there. Our social accounts, all of them are on that affiliate document, so you can find everything there. And Dale asks, are there integrations with apps other than Zapier? So yes, so Zapier was our first one, and then we did API access. We've been doing Pabbly Connect, and to be honest, we're basically done there, but Pabbly had a problem on their side, so we're kind of stuck waiting for Pabbly to finish their issues so that ours can work. So Pabbly will be there soon, and then we're doing make.com after that. So right now I'm just kind of waiting on Pabbly. So that's where we are. Dale, if there's anything specific you'd like us to integrate with other than Zapier, do let me know. Vaso asks, when are you going on the stock exchange? I want to buy some shares. Well, we're raising a round, our second round actually. We already raised a pre-seed. We're raising our seed within the next month. So if there are any angels out there that want to follow on for the seed, definitely shoot me an email. Integromat. So actually, Integromat became make.com. I believe they rebranded. I'm quite sure. Let me verify that. Yeah, they're make.com now. And Vaso, by the way, I know you've been with us for a while. We have a new UI coming out within the next week and a half, I'd say. Looking at like end of next week to have it live, which makes everything really, really intuitive and simple. So, I know that over the past month, 2 months, the platform hasn't really been very intuitive, and we're solving all of that based on all the feedback we've gotten. And then we got a question, how do you discuss legal issues with cloning celebrities? So, of course, we only clone celebrities that we've spoken to their management. We have their permission to do that. And we've actually already paid them quite a bit of money to get them to agree to do it for our user base, for you guys. So whenever you want to use a celebrity template, you first have to tell us about your brand and your use case. We then show that to that celebrity's management, to their agent. They approve it, and then you can go ahead and start using it. And then Lucas asks, if I have a community, can I edit BHuman videos and tutorials to create new tutorials and content if needed? By editing, creating new ones, I mean creating shorts. Yeah, 100%. And if you need, so Lucas, like any piece of content we have, you have completely free range to edit it however you'd like. And if you want any specific things like, hey, give me an Instagram reel about, how BHuman can be used for real estate. So just give another minute if there are any other questions. And by the way, guys, let me know, do you want to have these calls once a week? I can do these live streams once a week. Should we do it once every 2 weeks? Let me know what would be useful in terms of how we can support you going forward. All right. Well, no new questions. Matt likes it once a week. If anyone has any thoughts, let me know. I can definitely set something up, maybe for this time, every Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do once a week. People want once a week, we'll do it, no problem. I'll set it up for this time. Cool. All right. Awesome. So if there are any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably wrap up here. I love how excited you guys are about BHuman. This is like really, really cool. Are these affiliate videos available? Yeah, channel. So if you go to our YouTube and you go to the live section, you'll see this there. Can you run pay-per-click ads? Absolutely. Yep. We have quite a few affiliates. If you need help or have any questions, just let us know. Vish, I don't know if he's maybe listening in. He's a partner here at BHuman, and he has over a decade of affiliate experience. He was in affiliate marketing, did really well there. So if you guys have any, just other questions general about BHuman, just let me know and I can connect you with Vish. If you need any, like, let's say your accounts got restricted, you're trying to get a new account, like Vish might have some good answers for you. All right, cool. Well, I think we'll probably wrap up. I don't see any new questions now. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Super excited about like continuing to work with you all. And once again, anything you need under the sun, just let us know. Like we're here to serve you. We have a content team. They've done so much how-to content. They're kind of running out of content to do, so they're here for you. I'll schedule this for once a week, so I'll make this a repeating event, and we'll go from there. You have my email, you have all this documents and everything, so if always contact me. Otherwise, we can chat next week as well. Cool. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Really appreciate your time. Take care. Bye bye.